Careful what you go looking for. You might not like it when you find it. If you're a reserve list collector, chances are this has happened to you already. And if not, it probably will soon. Welcome back everyone, MTG Moxman here. Thanks again for hanging out with me on the channel today. When it comes to reserve list investing, collecting, holding on, however you decide to do it, there comes a time where you've ordered near mint and it comes back moderately played. You order light played and it comes back heavily played. It happens. And the reason a lot of this happens, especially nowadays, in the last year and a half, 2 years, it's become very, very common for stores to mark things at a higher quality that they really aren't, especially if it's a hard time for you to ever ship it back to them. They're willing to take the risk that you'll just shut up and take it. But on the second hand, reserve list cards are actually a lot lower than people realize. There's not as many out there as there used to be, and it's a lot of inter-house trading nowadays, not fresh stock that's coming on the market. It's not like people are finding new long boxes every other day inside of a thrift store. Whenever you hear about that, yeah, it's fake. Guys, crazy stuff out there, but we're here for a Hot 10 video. Not just to complain about the quality of our reserve list cards. This is the hottest selling cards in Magic for the reserve list this week, from number 10 to number 1 down the yellow brick road. But before we got there, I thought we had to discuss this because even the Moxman here, I do get orders once in a while, especially from a few far-flung stores that I ship in, and I go, ooh, that's not really near mint. And the good thing is I keep a whole list of cards near mint through the years I bought them. So I know what near mint looked back in 2015, in 2016, 2017 of certain cards I collect, just to have an overview on how I think a near mint card should look. Because as that quality degrades, it's almost like its own version of shrinkflation. The best quality cards are already hoarded and controlled by people, so now you're getting the second tier cards. And when those are all gone, then you've got the third tier version of the same card. So you could have a near mint Devi pack fresh, then a near mint card, then just a mint card, then a lightly played, then a heavily played, then a moderately played that is a heavily played. You see where I'm going with this? It goes on and on. It never ends. And of course I'm using Devi because it's the card of the channel. Welcome to the tinfoil hat army that is the MTG Moxman channel. That's right. We just like doing stuff here. We like having some fun. And if you're new to the channel, you just found me here, I'm not sure if I should welcome you or say you're doomed. Depends how long you stick around for. All right, guys, let's start at number 10. Let's get down to number 1. Let's find out the hottest selling cards on the reserve list this week. Welcome to the dungeon. Number 10 this week is Demonic Hordes from Revised Edition. 40 sales April 8th to the 14th of 2023. The average price for this card in near mint condition is $7.70 US. The market price is $8.02 US. €7.15 to get this card into your house. And here in Canada, you're looking at around $10. The interesting thing about this card is you don't have to have near mint to have it, of course. And the cheaper versions of it go for $2 or $3. So if you're going for a moderately played, you're looking at $2, $3. If you're looking for lightly played, you're looking at $3 to $4 depending on where you're buying it. And of course, my time to shill for myself, if you're buying on TCG Player, guys, please remember to use my affiliate link found in the description of each and every one of my videos. If you click that link and it takes you right to TCG Player for your shopping experience, of course, the Moxman's channel here gets a kickback of 3.5% of anything you guys buy. I really appreciate it. Now, let's take a look at the Hordes. They are 3 black, 3 generic. Pretty easy, right? 6 casting costs for a 5/5 was a pretty good deal back in the day. It has tap to destroy 1 land. That is a very sick ability, but it can be played against you. Pay 3 black during your upkeep, or the Hordes becomes tapped and you lose a land of opponent's choice. Oh, it's like they're taking your stuff. Nobody likes when you get your stuff taken. Not the best thing to have happen to you, but if you've got good control of the Horde, you're playing a mono black deck, you're not going to have that problem. All right, number 9 this week, Triangle of War. That's right. This is a card the channel bought out a while back, and it looks like the sales continue to trickle on. Now, this card has definitely jumped up in price. You can see that in the bottom, I guess, left-hand, right-hand corner, however the bar appears on your screen. You can see there's a bit of a spike. That thing had 46 sales last week, And we have an average price tag of $4.89 US. The market price is $3.47 US. €2.20 to get this card in your house. And really, here in Canada, you're looking around $7, guys. Not a huge card, but it's really jumped up in price in the last little while. And let's not forget what the triangle does. It's a 1 casting cost generic artifact, 2 and sacrifice it. Choose target creature you control and target creature an opponent controls. Each creature deals an amount of damage equal to its power to the other. Oh, what a great way to have your creature fight another creature, and you can do it in any deck. That's the best part about generic artifacts. It's not the realm of just red or just green. Anybody can do it when you plan well. Way to go, Triangle of War. Right from visions to your home. Number 8 this week is Jesters Mask from Ice Age with 51 sales this week. The average price tag is $4.76 US. The market price is $5 US. €3.72 to get that card into your house. Here in Canada, you're looking around $8 for this card. Now, a closer look at the mask does reveal it's a lot of fun. And of course, with things like Voltaic Key or Amulet of Vigor, being able to use these things when they first come into play is a real advantage for a card like this. It's a 5 casting cost generic artifact that comes into play tapped. 1 and sacrifice Jester's Mask to look through target opponent's hand and library. Give that player a new hand of as many cards as he or she had before. Reshuffle the remaining cards afterwards. Talk about an amazing political card to be used inside of a commander game. Epic times back in the day. If they had lots of land, we'd give them more land. If they had big, huge creatures, we'd give them all big, huge creatures so they'd never be able to cast it. Different strokes for different folks, but crazy good cards and a lot of good fun when you find the mask. Number 7 this week is Devi Excavations, hanging in there with 57 sales, even as the price does continue to fall. The price has already fallen, by the way, everyone, by about 30%. It's already retraced back down 30% with nothing to keep the price higher other than the buyout we did. It is not able to maintain this price tag, and that means people have already tried to trade things in. Stores have found more stock and put it on, or other people who owned copies said, wow, I can cash in for $50. No, you can't. Just because it got bought out at that and people dived in and feasted on this card doesn't mean you can go out and buy more. I mean, it's just not the way it works. You have to have enough buyers out there who want this card. And right now, the tinfoil hat army is satiated. We'll wait for this price to fall and level down again. Let's wait another 9 months. We'll hit this bad boy again. The average price is $34.95 US. The market price is $24.54 US. €12.78 to get this card in your house. And yes, in card market, the prices are so much better than we have here in Canada and the USA. Now, take a closer look. Remember, Devi is an amazing card. I'm not going to read it all over again. We do a little bit here and there, but you guys know this card if you hang on my channel. If not, you've taken the moment to read the card. Let's go ahead and take a look at number 6, and that is the Thrall Champion. That's right, guys. Thrall Champion with 60 sales this week. The average price of $4.28 US. The market price is $4.36. That's very average. But you can see the card is spiking up a bit. You can see the tail on the end of it showing a little bit of an upward trend. I wonder who did that. I mean, who goes out there and buys this card? And of course, it's €4.50 to get this card into your house. And of course, last week I showed you guys, was it Image Crafter? 1/1 wizard that can, of course, turn any creature into whatever creature type you want. And then you could have the Thrall Champion just take it away. If you missed that video, just look at it last week. You'll find it. Look at my Hot 10 videos, guys. They've been up for like the last couple of years. Gives you a good idea of how the markets are reacting out there. Let's go ahead and take a look at the number 5 card, and that is still the Rainbow Veil. And I apologize, guys. It looks like my image is off a bit there. There we go. I cut off part of the name. I apologize. It's an early Sunday. 67 sales this week. Average price, $7.60 US. The market price is $7.50 US. And it's €7.42 to get this card in your house. A Fallen Empires card that just kind of refuses to go away. It's very interesting when you see cards like this move, guys. They're not for everyone, but at the same time, some of these cards do have a lot of play. People do use them. And yes, I shifted a little bit so I could show you the card and show you the little tail at the end of how the sales are going. That's the way we move here sometimes. You got to be able to think on your feet. Rainbow Veil, and that art is epic. Epic artwork. All right, guys, you've waited here. We're going down to the number 4 card, and this is a bit of a weird one. Take a minute, breathe it in, breathe it in. This is Underground Sea, revised edition, 68 sales. I'll be honest, it shouldn't be here. Look at the price, guys. The average price is $825.75. The market price is $700.40 US, and it's €478.66 to get that card into your house, which means we're looking at sales of like 50K. Okay, this is a very, very expensive card. And to see it this high on the list, it makes me kind of curious why so many sales happened. I didn't get a lot of direct contact other than when I called stores. Most stores no longer have dual lands in stock. Please keep that in mind. Revised dual lands from most stores I checked with, they had 0 copies available. And they have people looking for them. Just a little tidbit, a little nugget of information for you guys. In case you were wondering, somebody is out there and they are buying revised dual lands. And they're not just buying the heavily played, they're picking near mint, light played, moderate, and heavy. That's a lot. That is a lot of sales. That's all I'm going to say. That's a lot. Number 3, we've got the Didgeridoo hanging in there with 74 sales this week. And again, this card has been hit up enough now. The pressure on this card has been great enough with continued sales that the price is shifting upwards. The average price is $18.60. The market price is $17.07 US, €14.61 to get this card to your house. Back up to around $25 here in Canada. Yep, bring on the Minotaurs. Or, I mean, you got to think about cards like this, guys. It's interesting to see what could happen in the future. We saw Knights with March of the Machine. We've seen fairies now coming around more and more. Fairy Tribal probably by Eldraine. Yeah, Minotaurs can't be far behind, right? They're going to do something. They'll make a mistake. That's the way it's going to be. Now, we're dropping down, guys. We are going to the number 2 card this week. It is Balduvian Trading Post from Alliances with 93 sales this week and an average price of $5.34 US. The market price is $4.65 US. €3.73 to get that card into your house. And take a closer look at the Trading Post in case you haven't seen this card. When the Trading Post comes into play, sacrifice an untapped mountain or bury Balduvian Trading Post. It has the ability to tap to add 1 generic and 1 red to your mana pool, or you can pay 1 and tap the Trading Post to deal 1 damage to target attacking creature. Actually not that bad when you do things with Desert and make it 2 damage. It's crazy stuff you can do. Very good card. I buy it every single month. Number 1. This is it. Conchorn. You went down the Yellow Brick Road with me, and we arrived at Conchorn from Fallen Empires. 218 sales this week. Average price tag, $5. Market price, $4.53 US. €3.73 to get this card to your house. Guys, cards like this, these generic artifacts that can, like Triangle of War, Conchorn, all these generic artifacts can literally fit into any deck. If you don't have a way of brainstorming, you do with this card. If you don't have a way of making creatures deal combat damage to other creatures, that's Triangle of War. The old cards could be fit into so many different decks, and Wizards is actually turning this direction now. In case you haven't noticed, a lot of the new cards they give us are these multi-effect cards where you can choose one or choose this and do this. That's just what these generic artifacts did. Except for it was one card that could literally fit into any deck. It's very interesting to see how they do. Conchorn, 218 sales. No wonder the thing's starting to uptick in price. Anyway, thanks a lot for hanging out with me in the dungeon today. Thanks for being here on the channel. I look forward to another creepy Sunday of Reserve List Hot 10. Wow. I don't know what was coming out of my mouth. It's not like I had peanut butter in there. Guys, have an awesome day. I'll see you on the live stream, 6:30 Eastern Standard Time, each and every Sunday. I'll see you guys then. All right, a big shout out and thank you to all the fantastic patrons. And if you were thinking of trying to become one of my patrons, I don't think you can. I think the spots are all gone, but you can try again next month. That's just how it works sometimes. Thanks a lot to the awesome patrons of the channel. I know, you're still here in my dungeon. You've made it to the after credits. You're wondering, what are we doing in here? I don't know. I just like that background today. It felt like good to go to the dungeon. I got a Dungeons & Dragons shirt on. See, can you see that? There you go. I don't know. Now, I have some good news to share with people, but we're not there yet. It'll be for anyone who's on my Patreon, YouTube membership member. It mainly affects those people. I'll have a few videos that'll kind of catch up on stuff as it comes together. But we're not there yet. So I just wanted to give you a little bit of information to like make you go, what is it? But it's all good news for those who are on my Patreon or my YouTube membership members. All right, guys. We'll talk to you guys soon. Have an awesome day. Now you can wonder what's going to happen. You can just buzz in your head a little bit. Have a great one, guys.